Have you thought of a way to automate the process of extracting, transforming, and analyzing data all with just one click? In this video, I will show you how to combine SAP GUI Scripting and Power Query to create a seamless data workflow. Once you understand how this works, you will unlock endless possibilities to streamline your work and save time. Now, if you are someone who works with Excel regularly, you are probably familiar with Power Query. It is a powerful tool that lets you transform raw data into usable insights automatically. Set it up once and you can refresh and transform your data easily. Just replace the source file and Power Query will do the rest. Using Power Query to automate the data transformation process, pair it with SAP GUI Scripting and you have a powerful combination that lets you fully automate the process, from data extraction to data analysis. Now, let us look at how this can be done. I will not cover the details of developing SAP GUI Scripting in this video. You can always refer to my previous video where I go through steps by steps on how you can develop your own SAP script. And if you are eager to explore more about SAP scripting, like connecting to the correct SAP system and extracting data from tree structures, be sure to grab a copy of my ebook on SAP GUI Scripting using the link down in the description box below. Let me show you what this script does in this example. It starts by pulling key values from the configuration sheet, like the company code, date range, and output directory. With these inputs, the script extracts general ledger data from the FAGLL03T code and creates a unique output file, named with the current date and time for easy tracking. Let me quickly run this script and let us see what it does. Here's something that you may want to consider. When you are working with SAP script, try to export the SAP output as a text file instead of an Excel file. Why? It has far less trouble in automation workflows. I have seen many users run into the same issue where the exported Excel files open at the end of the script unexpectedly and it refuses to close, no matter what they try. Switching to text files outputs eliminates this problem entirely. Once the output file is ready, it is time to load it into Power Query. Go to the Data tab, click Get Data, then choose From File, From Text or CSV. Navigate to your Output Files directory, select the file and hit Import. Finally, click Transform Data to launch the Power Query interface. Here we can perform some basic transformation for our data. While this isn't a full Power Query tutorial, I will cover some of the essentials to get you started. First, since our table starts at row 7, we will remove the first 6 rows. Next, we will promote the first row as the column headers. This will replace the default column names with those pulled directly from SAP. Then, let us declutter by removing unnecessary columns using the Remove Other Column feature. Finally, we will assign the correct data types to each column. I will also filter away the rows with null values to ensure we only retain the rows that we need. I will also create a new column named Year Period by merging fiscal year and period. Once all the transformations are completed, click Close and Load To. Here, you get to decide what you want to do with the final output. You can choose to load the final output as a table into a sheet. I will also choose to load this into the data model so that I can easily build a pivot table right from the data model. Click on OK. And there you have your data cleaned and transformed for your review. Another common task for analysts is performing lookups to populate our data with additional information outside of SAP that will help with our analysis. For instance, in this example, let's say we have a table that categorizes GL accounts, something that SAP doesn't provide out of the box. If we were doing this manually, we would have to perform lookups for each field by using formulas to get the corresponding values. Instead, we can automate this with Power Query. First, I will import the categories table into Power Query. Make sure all the columns are using the correct data types. Return to the GL query. Then, using the Merge Queries feature, I will match it to our main data based on the GL code. Expand the table and select the columns that we need. This will automatically bring in the corresponding categories for each entry. After completing the merge, click on Close and Load to finalize our table. With the data ready with all the fields we need, we can now create a pivot table for analysis. Click on Insert, Pivot Table, and then From Data Model. You will see both the tables that we prepared in Power Query are available. Let's say I would like to analyze the monthly trend of the GL account categories. I can bring in the GL categories as the row, the total of amount in local currency as the value, and year period as the column. This pivot table is linked to the data model, and every time we change the source file, this pivot table will be refreshed as well. Now that everything is working as intended, let us think about automation. Suppose you need to update the date range for data extraction and perform analysis on the resulting output. If there is no automation in place, I would need to open Power Query and change the source to the latest output file so that the pivot table is updated. How can we automate that? To automate the updating of the file path, I will use the parameter feature in Power Query. Parameters act like a variable that stores a dynamic value. Parameters are incredibly useful for scenarios where you frequently need to change inputs such as file paths without editing the query itself. Here is how to set it up. Click Manage Parameters and select New Parameter. Give it a name and set the current value to the path of your latest output file. Once we have that parameter created, update the data source in your query to reference this parameter. Once the parameter is linked to your data source, if no errors appear, your parameter is working correctly. From now on, whenever you need to update the file path, simply change the value of the parameter, and Power Query will automatically pull data from the new source file. There's no need to edit the query logic again. With everything set up, the next step is to integrate the process into our SAP script using VBA editor. We know that at the end of the script, we will have the output file ready with its path determined by the output directory and file name specified in the configuration. Then, we will create a file system object and use it to build a full file path by combining the export directory and the output file name. Once we have the full path of the output file, we can update the parameter in Power Query using the following line. This line will modify the parameter value to the new output file path. After updating the parameter, trigger the refresh using this workbook.refreshAll. This command will refresh all the queries and reload the data model, populating it with the GL data extracted based on the new output file path. To make this process user-friendly, you can create a button in Excel and assign it to the SAP script. This allows users to run the entire automation, data extraction, transformation, and loading by simply clicking the button. Let us test it out. Change the date range. Click the button and watch how everything comes together. See how the queries are being refreshed, and our pivot table is already refreshed with the data from the new output file based on our configuration. That's it. With just one click, we have extracted data from SAP, loaded it into Excel, and prepared it for analysis in the pivot table. And that's it. I hope this video brings you some idea on how you can automate your daily work. If you are interested for more tips on data and automation for non-IT users, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.